Still, no official comment from Venezuela. Following Tuesday's announcement, the U.S. struck a reported drug vessel they say was leaving the country. 11 members of the violent gang, Tren de Aragua, were killed. The Trump administration says the strike was a warning for Latin American drug cartels, and we shouldn't be surprised if it happens again. Here's Christina Vasquez with the latest.
On the boat, you had massive amounts of drugs.
To understand what the president described as a kinetic strike in the Southcom area of responsibility against an alleged drug-carrying boat leaving Venezuela.
Taking the war on drugs to the next level, basically. Right?
Consider this executive order on his first day of office, designating cartels as terrorist organizations, creating a pathway for U.S. actions against terror groups Americans may be more familiar with seeing in the Middle East.
In countries like Iraq or Iran or Yemen or Syria.
Now potentially playing out in the Caribbean Sea.
I think we're going to see more of that in the Western Hemisphere.
Explains World Affairs Council of Miami President Aaron Rosen.
All countries in the region are concerned about what that may entail as far as incursions into the national sovereignty.
And I think a lot of other people won't be doing it again when they watch that tape.
A very, very heavy hand for a precise moment, and then stepping back and kind of seeing what the ripple effects are.
Outrage so far from the president of Colombia on the platform X, describing the boat strike as murder.
Interdiction doesn't work.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio is visiting Mexico and Ecuador this week.
What will stop them is when you blow them up, when you get rid of them.
Overall strategy by the U.S. put pressure on the Maduro regime. They named him the head of an international, drug cartel, and that drug cartel is a terrorist organization which has killed, thousands of Americans.
Republican Congressman Carlos Jimenez of Florida telling World News Capitol Hill reporter Ross Ketchke.
Using lethal force is certainly an escalation.
Yeah, it is an escalation, but they've been killing us for years. And so it's about time they start paying the price.
This as late this afternoon, the Department of Homeland Security announced that it is going to terminate deportation protections for another group of Venezuelans that did have permission to live and work in the United States, a move an immigration attorney tells me will likely result in another round of litigation.